In this video, we will discuss Accounting 1, Setup, Payment Agency Registration Menu. If your company generates online sales, payment gateway services might be involved in those sales for payments. And examples of PG services are PayPal, Alipay, and Suntec. And you can register those PG services by clicking New button at the bottom. And we will discuss each entry field by using an existing payment agency code. In Payment Agency Code field, you can enter the PG Services Employer Identification Number, that is, Business Registration Number. Then enter the name of the PG service in Payment Agency Name field. In Payment Agency Code Type field, you can select the type of the corresponding PG service. And since it is a business entity, select Business Number option. And also enter the other fields based on the information of the PG service, such as CEO name, phone number, email, and so forth. In PIC field, select your company's employee who is in charge of the PG service. This is not a required field, but if you select one, when you view receivable payable reports, you can view the data that have been aggregated by each person in charge. In Account Code field, you can select the account code that will be used when the sales generated from online customers are transferred to the corresponding payment agency. And generally, other receivables account or accounts receivable account are most frequently used. In Deposit Account field, you can select the bank account where PayPal deposits your sale amounts. You can select one of the bank accounts that are registered in Bank Account Setup menu. And you can also see Payment Agency Group 1 and 2 fields. If you need to categorize payment agency codes by each group, you can first create payment agency groups by clicking the magnifying glass and clicking New and Edit and New button to register groups. After registering each necessary group, you can assign a particular group to each payment agency code, and later view data by each group. Next, in Fee Rate field, you can enter the rate of fees charged by the PG service. However, if the fee rate is floating, you can leave this field blank right now and enter the current rate of the time of transaction when you later enter data. In Keyword field, you can enter the keyword by which you will search this payment agency code. Then later in each voucher input screen, you can search and load this payment agency code by the keyword entered in Keyword field, in addition to its code and name. Next, Address 1 and 2 fields. You can enter the main physical address in Address 1 field. In Address 2 field, you can enter the address that you will send mails to. So for instance, the address where you will send brochures and catalogs. Or if the corresponding PG service has another office, you can enter the address of the corresponding office. And once you've entered an address in Address 2 field, you can use the Address 2 address in Accounting 1, Reports, Mailing List menu. In this menu, you can view the list of the address of customers and vendors. And if you select a checkbox and click Print Mailing List button, you can print the Address 2 addresses in labels. And going back to the Payment Agency Setup menu, next you can see Tax Entity Number field. So the default setting is to pull customer vendor code. However, if you receive the invoices for the service fees of the corresponding PG service from a vendor other than the corresponding payment agency, you can select By Search option or Set Manually option. By Search option will allow you to search and load an existing customer vendor code. And Set Manually option will allow you to manually enter a number. And you can finish by entering notes in remarks field.